Today we are making kimchi with napa cabbage or Chinese cabbage. This kimchi is probably the one that you're mostly familiar with. I'll be using one whole cabbage to make about 1.5 to 2 kilograms of kimchi depending on the size. Firstly, take the outer leaves off. Cut the cabbage in half. Then cut the roots off so the leaves are individually separated. Once you cut out the root, cut cabbage into smaller pieces. You can cut it square or diagonally. Place cabbage pieces in a large bowl, add 3 tablespoons of salt, and mix them well until evenly coated. Let it sit for an hour and make sure to mix the cabbage time to time for evenly salted result. While you're waiting for cabbage to be salted, prepare the seasoning paste. Prepare 1 large onion or 1.5 small onion, about 10 cloves of garlic, thumb-sized ginger, 2 tablespoons of 새우젓, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 5 tablespoons of gochugaru, and 1 teaspoon of salt. Mix all of these ingredients with a blender and set it aside. After about an hour, you see the cabbage pieces have softened and released some liquid. If you can bend the stem part without breaking it, you're ready. Now rinse the cabbage pieces thoroughly twice and remove any excess moisture. If you don't wash them properly, it might taste too salty. Place washed cabbage pieces back in the bowl and add about 2 tablespoons of gochugaru and mix them well. Like I said in my previous 깍두기 video, you can skip this process and add it later to taste and preferred color. But I think it's best to add it now. Now add all the seasoning paste and some spring onions. Mix everything well until it's evenly coated with seasoning. Like any kimchi of this kind, it should be a little bit salty at this point. Cabbage will release some more liquid during fermentation process and it will taste just right later on. Store in an airtight container or jar and make sure to leave some room on top as it will rise and possibly leak as it ferments. You can eat it right now, but for proper kimchi taste, leave it at room temperature for full 2 days or more, depending on the temperature and your preferred fermented taste. Then store in the fridge. Okay, now remember the thick outer leaves that I took off at the beginning? Let me show you how you can prepare and store it. All you need to do is boil the outer leaves for about 12 minutes. Wash them with cold water until cool. Then take about 3 leaves and squeeze out the water. Now you can easily store it in a zip bag and put it in the freezer for later use. I'll be doing a video in the future on how you can use this to make popular Korean soup dish. Okay, that's it for me. Hope you found this video useful. If you did, make sure to click that thumbs up and consider subscribing for more Korean recipes. This is Korean Kiwi Guy. Thank you for watching and have fun cooking.